The wildlife is calling my name. I gotta go and chase it. I'm geared up and ready for the game. Now it's time to face it. The great outdoors is my room to play. I'm gonna hunt, fish, love every day. I'm gonna hunt, fish, love every day.
Whoa.
Hi, I'm Austin, and on this edition of Hunt, Fish, Love, it's non-stop action at Garden Hills Hunting Ranch. We're gonna knock down some more roosters. Then to the Gulf with my daughter. I'm trying to catch a red grouper. Then I'm back in the basement with ballistic Bernie B, having fun with a gun from the 1800s. Stick around. Hunt, Fish, Love is brought to you by the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety. DriveSafeSD.com. By Sanford Orthopedic Sports Medicine. Runnings. Billion Automotive. Boyd's Gun Stocks. And Federal Premium Ammunition.
I'm gonna hunt, fish, love every day.
Consider the turtle. Hello, Mr. Turtle. Turtles have a hard shell to protect their delicate bodies. Inside the shell, it's safe. Outside, not so safe. The same goes for humans and our delicate bodies. Outside the car, not safe. Inside, much safer. Your seatbelt keeps you in a much safer place. It's safer inside. Learn from the turtle. Stay inside. Stay alive.
Before the dawn, before the decoys, before the call, it starts with a passion, and that passion starts at Runnings. The best gear and supplies from the most trusted brands in hunting. When you get the shot, will you be ready? Runnings, your home, farm, and outdoor store.
The positive impact we get to make in people's lives is very rewarding. Far too often, people suffer with pain for far too long. They may limp along with a bad knee or sore wrist. Nowhere is it written that we're supposed to suffer with pain.
That's why we're here. That's why we trained, to make a difference for every patient we see.
Visit ChooseTheExperts.com to learn more.
A storm is coming to the prairie, and the ringneck pheasant can't escape its fury. Federal Premium Ammunition introduces Prairie Storm FS Lead. Prairie Storm combines Flight Stopper lead, premium lead, and the Flight Control wad, giving hunters edge-to-edge pattern consistency, longer ranges, and more pellets in the critical zone. Prairie Storm from Federal Premium Ammunition. Every shot counts.
There was some November snow on the ground the day we hunted at Garden Hills Hunting Ranch, but Shane Neuenhaus and his guides said by noon the sun would be in the sky. And so would the roosters. Rooster! Jason had the camera behind Deadeye Miller, had about 5 more cameras going with GoPros, walking this quarter-mile tree belt. I was at the end, Jason behind the hunters in the middle, Irvin on the south, Rod on the north. And it was non-stop action.
Rooster! Nice shot!
Right at you. I don't know what it is, but I've never seen a guy who could get a rooster to flush right at him.
Rooster! Nice shot! Nice shot!
Right at you. If you saw episode 1, you'd remember the same thing happened to Jeff.
Rooster! Holy smokes!
Only this time, the bird landed right at his feet. I don't know how Miller did it, but he's got Shane carrying birds for him. Wow, another great shot. And look at these eager dogs retrieving. I love it. And the action heated up even more.
Rooster, nail it! Hang to the window! Nice shot! Rooster, nail it! Hang to the window! Nice shot! Rooster!
There were some roosters getting away, and I know it was because of those high winds.
There's one coming out! Rooster! Nice shot! Out of here! Rooster!
Shot just behind it, then powdered it. Meanwhile, Greg Alexander was standing guard on the south of the tree belt, seeing lots of birds. Some were moving so fast it was pretty near impossible to get a good shot off.
Sparky here! No birds! No birds! Rooster!
Greg made another great shot. His dog Sparky was all over it. I got a kick out of the dogs trying to get feathers out of their mouths. The guys on the north side were getting some good shots too. Rod was right behind Jeff Elhoff, walking the corn to the west when suddenly... there he goes with that old 20 gauge. He clobbered it. Took 6 shots to get this one down. This one only 2. The lucky ones were flying high and fast in that wind. Another one bites the corn. Back on the south side, Greg was standing guard. Another great shot by Jeff Miller, and look at the dogs. They all want a piece of it, they all want to help. But the roosters weren't waiting for us to collect our birds. I love this shot of the dancing dogs competing for this rooster here. I wonder what feathers actually taste like. I'd rather have the meat.
Rooster! Nice! Rooster!
This rooster flushed on the opposite side of the tree belt and had escaped, but made the mistake of flying right over Greg.
Rooster!
One got away. Another one didn't. I counted 8 shots at that one. I think this shot scared Rod a little bit. And the dog was confused about who to bring the bird to. I know Rod didn't want it.
You got one too? Good boy. I don't want it, so. Oh. Here goes one. Don't.
Rod yelled don't, like don't shoot my way. But as you can see, Bill was being safe. Watch this shot. This bird had no chance. He takes a header into this tank. I had my drone up, but it was just too windy. But the camera I was holding was getting it all. Non-stop action. I've never walked that short of a distance and seen that many roosters knocked down. Wow. And as always, there were those great stories to tell. And I know it was fun for young AJ, who had walked that field with his dad, Jesse. Such a great time. Great friends, a bundle of birds, and a great memory for a father and son. It was a picture-perfect day of hunting. Coming up on Hunt, Fish, Love.
Yeah. Bigger than my hand, gray snapper.
Oh,
That's a gray snapper?
Yeah, call him gray snapper.
Let's see that one.
This is the revolutionary At-1 adjustable gun stock from Boyd's. It lets you adjust stock length or comb height at the push of a button. Adjust the fit for you or for someone else. Like all Boyd's gun stocks, At-1 is built tough with laminated hardwood and available for virtually all popular rifle models and in an array of colors. With the At-1 adjustable gun stock, any gun can fit anyone.
Before the calm, before the hunt, before the climb, it starts with a passion, and that passion starts at Runnings, the best gear and supplies from the most trusted brands in hunting. When you get the shot, will you be ready? Runnings, your home, farm, and outdoor store.
Identity theft, bankruptcy, divorce, college debt. At BillionAuto.com, these things don't define you. We know life happens, and good people can have issues with their credit. That's why we have dedicated finance specialists committed to trying to help you get approved. We work with a vast network of lenders all competing for your business and have over 7,000 vehicles online to choose from. It's easy to apply. Just visit BillionAuto.com and click Get Pre-Approved. Don't let your credit issues define you. Visit BillionAuto.com today.
It was the week before Christmas, and all through the plane, we said goodbye to frostbite, the cold, and the pain. When we landed in Siesta Key, I wrote my name in the white sand. Then I watched as my family soaked up the 82 degrees, then headed out into the Gulf with my daughter and her boyfriend, Randy. Last time out, Randy and I got skunked. I mean, we didn't get a red grouper on our lines. Randy caught some bait. I hadn't even caught bait that day. My competitive juices were flowing. I was determined to hook one of those red groupers, especially since I actually had paid for this fishing outing.
Is this where we're going?
Yep, this was the place. And I decided I was going to shoot some video first. I wanted to make sure we had a record of this fishing trip. Amber had her line in immediately, and guess who hooked the first fish?
Yeah. Woo. Whoa.
Right back here. Right back here. Behind your dad there.
Nice job. And Amber wasn't done yet.
I got one.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Take a picture. Amber takes pictures of everything, I get.
We're going to let that one go, but if he gets about twice as big as that, we're going to keep him.
That's not
We're just
big.
eating a lot of meat on him. He's a little big for bait.
Yeah, Dad, will you take one?
You hear that? She looks at me and says,
Dad, take a picture.
Yeah.
Push the button.
push the button. Then to add insult to my injury, guess who catches another red grouper?
That's a beast.
And of course, I get to take the picture.
Dad, will you take a picture?
Yes.
That's a good.
Even Randy needs to take a picture.
Nice fish. Over to the side, you pull up on those, and he goes back in.
Wait, we don't need him?
He's too small. He's gonna be 20 inches.
What do I do? This?
Yep.
Holy cow, that's crazy.
That's awesome. Thank you. We're catching the biggest. Here, you got him.
She doesn't let up. This young lady continues to bring fish into the boat.
I think we got 6 fish in the box right now.
And suddenly, Randy starts bringing in some bait.
Oh, nice.
My morning trip got canceled, and
you got one.
after swing him in the boat.
Amber's not getting any hits now. She wants to switch places with Randy.
Yeah, I want to switch.
Oh, okay. That's the bait. That's the sand perch. Yeah, it's a big one. Bigger one.
Nice.
Perfect. Keep coming. You got it.
Randy brought in 5 baits in a row, and for sure now, Amber wants to change places.
That way you're not hitting your dad with the rod.
We got that other bait for bigger fish even, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, as soon as you put that camera down, I'll give you that rod. Somebody. Here in a few minutes. We got a good hour to fish this spot.
Hold that one up there.
Just a little porgy. We're gonna let this guy grow up a little bit. We'll catch him twice that big.
I put the GoPro on my head, went up to get a pole, check on Randy when I lose my hat.
Oh, there goes my hat.
It's a hat from New York City where my daughter lives. She gave me that hat, and I'm thinking, doggone it, I lost it. Captain Tom saved the day. We were anchored, so I got really lucky. I shoved my hat back on tight. I headed up to the front of the boat. Suddenly, I hear Randy say,
I think I got something.
We could all tell this wasn't a little bait fish. This was something bigger. Could it be Randy finally had his red grouper?
That's a nice.
Soon as he got that fish in the boat, guess what he wanted?
Can I get a picture? Absolutely.
A picture, of course.
It's a nice looking fish. Hold that one up one more time. That is
Amber did
That's
both. She
the
shot
red,
some video of Randy's great catch.
grouper.
We got some great pictures.
Gorgeous fish. Too bad he's not 20 inches. Wow. That was a good fight. That was cool seeing you pull that in.
I had to wedge it in the garage because you got a good picture of him?
We're running out of time. It was my turn to put a line in.
Can I fish on that side? Or go here?
Yeah, I'd rather keep them apart a little bit just so we don't get tangled through the pit. I got two on this side. I like to have one on the other.
Got it.
That was fun.
I got something.
It wasn't long. Suddenly I hit something. I'm thinking, is this it? Is this my red grouper? I knew we couldn't be here much longer. We had to get the boat in before sunset. Nope, just a little one. But I got to get a picture with a camera on my head.
Your dad with a GoPro on. She takes a photo of Dad's head with a GoPro. Oh, you did?
Randy thinks I'd have better luck where he was fishing, so he hands me the pole, and right away, I thought maybe I had one.
That's the biggest adjustment. He wasn't on there yet. You're gonna know when you get bit on here.
Okay.
It'll be babe, isn't it? Okay, right there. You're on bottom. See the slack?
Yeah.
Feel your lead. Feel your lead right there.
That's not like
Feel that lead hit the bottom.
Yeah.
Feel that? Okay, when you get bit, it's gonna go down. You'll know.
Okay.
Yeah. So don't mistake that lead hitting the bottom for a
No.
bite.
Okay.
These fish don't necessarily eat because they're hungry. They want to kill this fish.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this fish has already been bit. His fins are all messed up and stuff.
Wow.
They see that.
Wow.
Now this one's all nice and frisky. He's
Okay.
gonna go down there and make him mad.
Okay.
Alright guys, whenever you're ready, bring him up.
Okay.
If you think you're getting a bite, give it another 20 seconds.
Tom wants to head in. He's anxious to get out of there. We got maybe 5 minutes left to fish. We got to get back to shore, and suddenly, I feel a heavy tug on my line.
There he is. Alright, that's why I was waiting on.
Tom thinks right away it's a red grouper, but I'm not so sure. I was hoping beyond hope. Tom was just about to pull up the anchor. Could it be? Amber had caught 2 red groupers. Randy had one. Just maybe me?
Nice!
Yes!
Whoa! Woo!
And of course, a picture.
Let's see.
Hey, who cares about fashion? I had a red grouper.
Whoa!
Thanks, Tom. Great job.
We all got one.
End of a good day.
We all got one.
Still got a lot of fish. Job well done, Tom.
Everybody on board was in a celebratory mood.
Good job. I got a video.
What great memories we made that day. I watched my daughter get to do what she loves to do. I got to watch who she loves catch a red grouper too. And I got mine. Just another day in paradise. I'm just a grateful dad. Very, very grateful. Coming up on Hunt, Fish, Love.
Because we're such good friends, do you want me to have this gun? Is that?
Do I want you to have this gun? I don't even want you to hold it.
Look at these faces. The silly. The surly. The shouldn't be driving. Every day in the US, 27 people die from drunk driving. Won't you help? For just 15 minutes a night, you can give one of these men a safe ride home. Right now, someone needs you to be a designated driver. Let them know you're here to help.
The positive impact we get to make in people's lives is very rewarding, far Far too often, people suffer with pain for far too long. They may limp along with a bad knee or sore wrist. Nowhere is it written that we're supposed to suffer with pain.
That's why we're here. That's why we trained, to make a difference for every patient we see.
Visit ChooseTheExperts.com to learn more.
Consider the turtle. Hello, Mr. Turtle. Turtles have a hard shell to protect their delicate bodies. Inside the shell, it's safe. Outside, not so safe. The same goes for humans and our delicate bodies. Outside the car, not safe. Inside, much safer. Your seatbelt keeps you in a much safer place. It's safer inside. Learn from the turtle. Stay inside. Stay alive.
Before the dawn, before the decoys, before the call. It starts with a passion, and that passion starts at Runnings. The best gear and supplies from the most trusted brands in hunting. When you get the shot, will you be ready? Runnings, your home, farm, and outdoor store.
I'm back with Ballistic Bernie B, and we're talking guns. Well, let me just say this before we start. This is a pretty gun.
And it's a shotgun.
It is a shotgun. I could tell that.
Looks like a rifle.
And yeah, it looks like a rifle, but I don't think there's a bullet. That would have to be about 150 cal, wouldn't it?
It's a 20 gauge shotgun.
Tell me about it. It's a 20 gauge shotgun. Tell me about it.
Okay. Well,
it's not a pump.
This is a single shot. An 1885.
Wow.
Winchester.
Wow.
Single shot, 20 gauge, and basically they made that action into rifle.
Yeah.
It's, I think they say in some of the books, covers every rifle caliber from 22 to 50.
Wow.
So it shoots big buffalo shells if
Wow.
you want to shoot a buffalo shell in it. This one was redone by and highly engraved by a guy named Neil Hartlip.
Oh, wow.
In Minnesota.
That's beautiful engraving.
Yep, that is
hand engraved?
Very high test engraving, you bet.
Wow.
And this gun is 1885 high wall Winchester.
Well, I want to ask you something.
Okay.
Some people drive a Ford, some people drive a Chevy. You get into guns. My dad liked Remington, he liked Browning. Never talked about anything else. I owned, the first shotgun my wife bought me was a Winchester 1300. I love shooting with it. I've won some little mini tournaments with it, but let me share with you this. Are you a favor on Winchesters, or no preference?
When I started, Winchester was kind of the thing. And I met a guy that wrote about 7 books. His name was, he was from Orange City, Iowa, and my mind went blank.
You don't have to remember his name.
Well, anyway, he wrote all his books were on single shots except one.
Yeah.
And
when you're over 80, Bernie, you just have to remember to keep the safety on.
Right.
That's
Right.
it. All right.
Anyway, I went over to Orange City and visited with him because I loved single shot guns.
You've told me that.
And he wrote 7 books on single shot
Wow.
rifles, and he had a lot of single shot rifles, and I bought a lot of them from him. So I've got about 10 of his guns here that
wow.
people would kill for.
Let me ask you a question. I want to interrupt just a bit.
All right.
You at one time we were talking about this gun.
Yeah.
20 gauge.
Yep.
Single shot, and you said it is one of the most unique and most expensive guns ever made. Why is that?
Winchester patented and made the gun in 1885, and they made it pretty famous. I don't know if you could say it's more famous. They made more of them, I'm sure, than the Sharps.
The buffalo guns?
The Sharps buffalo gun killed most of the buffalo.
Yeah, I know that.
Before this gun before they started making
this gun,
the caliber for this gun.
Well, wasn't Sharps back in 1860, 1850?
Well, yeah, this gun was, they made this gun in buffalo cartridges.
I'll be done.
But the buffalo were mostly gone. when this gun.
Well, so let me ask you an important question. Because we're such good friends, do you want me to have this gun? Is that?
Do I want you to have this gun? I don't even want you to hold it.
All right, tell me some more about this gun.
Okay, this gun, like I said, was made in it's an 1885 Winchester.
Yeah.
This particular gun, 20 gauge, was not very many made. There's just a little button here.
I see that.
And you push that button and get the extractor out of the way here, and then just turn it to the side.
Oh, that's it.
And you can carry this gun in a case.
Oh, wow.
And
that thing's not
another
even 3 foot
thing
long.
is, it has a matching wood barrel and
that.
everything matching for this that is rifled for slugs.
I see.
So this is a 20 gauge shotgun.
Okay.
And it has a matching barrel for slugs.
Wow. Put that back together.
And it's highly engraved by Neil Hartlett, who was pretty famous Minnesota.
Look at how that comes apart.
Yeah,
after all those years, that's
it's
so
very
smooth.
precision. Yeah,
So smooth.
and you just push that button.
There you go.
Forward.
There you go.
I think.
No,
No,
you
back.
No, you pulled it back. You pulled it right.
Yeah, I got it back.
It's not going anywhere.
And it'll loosen, I guess, but it won't open.
Well, it's 1885.
Until
It's a little older than you and I. Hey.
Yeah.
Thanks for showing us this gun.
In this day and age now, this is really expensive to get a takedown 20 gauge shotgun.
Absolutely.
It's just priceless.
Yeah. Hey.
To a guy that's got it for a collection.
Thanks for sharing it with us. Okay.
Yep.
Bernie B, Ballistic Bernie. What a beautiful gun. 1885 Winchester, single shot, 20 gauge shotgun. That's why you got to watch the show. And I thank you for watching Hunt, Fish, Love. We'll be right back.
On the next episode of Hunt, Fish, Love.
No such luck.
No such luck. They're a tough bird.
After we hunt, we'll head over to one of the most beautiful places in South Dakota to trout fish with my new best friend, Michael Bird, on the next episode of Hunt, Fish, Love.
You're not going to get through there.
Oh, yeah. What's that?
You're not going to get through there. You're going to have to come through and then set it up.
No, I think I can. I'm going to try.
Okay.
I'm going to try. If I doggone it. You were right. Ow. Ow. That hurt. All right. I'm a little clumsy. Have you noticed?
No.
I'm gonna